In today's video, I'm going to show you the exact steps I use to backtest on TradingView. I've recorded myself doing a backtest. I've made sure that none of it's clipped or cut. The only thing that will be clipped or cut is me speaking over the footage. So I've just recorded a little video here. What we're going to try to do is take this £1,000 account to, let's see how far we can get it. I didn't actually check, so let's see. So first things first, when recording, the first thing I done was went on random number generator. I clicked it, ninth pair. So I went to the ninth pair, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then cleared all the drawings and I generate again. I got 2, it's too little, so I've done it again, 18. So now I'm going to scroll back 18 times to find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Then I click replay, and there we go. So the first thing I'm doing here is looking for any support and resistance, and at the top you can see I found a big resistance zone, somewhere price is likely to bounce. So I switched from the 4 hour down to the 1 hour and I try to find a good entry. So there we go. So what I wanted to see there was price go into the zone and reject, but instead it just shot straight out of it. So I didn't take that trade. So now I'm just checking to see, yeah, it was at the highs. So it did definitely go out of the zone. So now I'm checking the daily to see if there's another zone that I've missed, but there isn't. So we swoop down to the 1 hour and I want to see something. So here I see a break and a retest. So it's broken down beneath this zone and now it's come back down for a retest. So I think a short position here is good. I've taken a short here, break and retest, and it's gone into profit, and then all of a sudden it moves out. So it moves out of profit, and right here I should have probably close it just around here. That's half of the loss. It's not gone the way we want to. It's actually kept with that upwards momentum and closed above the zone. So usually I would close here, but I was curious to see if it would get back down, because sometimes I also believe that this area here could act as a support, so maybe it would bounce here and then go back down. So I wanted to see, and we found out that it did come back down, but then it didn't bounce and it just stopped us out. So if we're risking 40% on this trade, we have taken the account from £1,000 to 600 because that's a full stop out. So first trade didn't work, and let's see how the market plays out now. So just here, I'm just going to add this in as a support to see if it will react with the zone. It kind of does, and it kind of does again. So now I think I'm going to thicken out this zone and now look for a trade. So I want it to get deep into the zone. That's why I'm not taking any of these. I look to see if we can build a resistance up there as well. And I take a short position here. So we've come to this resistance. Now we've bounced into it. So I want to see if it would maybe, but I should have closed just there as well. So if I closed there and there, it would have been half stop outs, but because they're both full stop outs, we've taken now the account from 600 to, it's on 360. So from 1,000 in 2 trades to 360. So that's what happens when you risk 40%. But hey, let's see if we can find some better trades. Bring the account back up. So just having a look, I don't really see anything here. I mark out this as a resistance, but I don't think I would take a trade off it just because it doesn't look amazing. And sometimes in the market, it just goes sideways and we can't find anything. So I've just extended that support out to the left to see if it will bounce, and it does. So I've taken a buy here with a stop below and a profit target of a 1 to 1.25. So let's see how that plays out. And so it's just smashed straight in. So what I've done here in this backtesting session, every time we're at the bottom of our zone, I try to add in as an extra position. And let's see how that works here. You see, because it can bounce. We've got, ooh. So I'm not closing, but maybe I should here. And there we go. We go into profit. And the first one cashes out at a full 1 to 1.25, so that would be 40% back of the account. because that one's won, and the other one's nearly close to take profit. I was thinking about cashing this one here as well, but I was just like, let's let it run. And it pips us out. So that's 2 winners. So let's see what happens after this. So now I've just extended this zone down because that's the limits. And have we got another buy here? We did have a, yeah. Because we had that 1 hour pip up, I believe that's a good enough reason to buy. And we've got a 1 to 1.25. So we're risking 40% to make 50. And price has just gone under. And I'm seeing to see if it will come back up, but it doesn't look like it. So I'm just gonna close it there because that looks like a little bit of break and retest. So we'll close it there. Let's say that loss was 15%. Let's say 15% because if we're risking 40, that's around 15%. So let's see if we can find another trade. See, so I was just checking to see if I held that one, it would have won. Hey, it doesn't matter. We already cashed it out. I don't like it when the charts go like sideways like this. It's not the type of thing I'm looking for. I'm looking for big moves. So that is a big move, and I was thinking perfect, but it didn't get deep enough into the zone, so I didn't take a trade from there. So yeah, it's going sideways. Maybe this we could consider a zone. Maybe this we could consider a zone. I'm not sure. I want to hit the big major zones. There we go. So we've actually broken above this major zone. So I'm going to go long here. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, I didn't click it. So we didn't take that trade. But usually when we break out of a major zone, I would want to get long, but we didn't take it. And sometimes that happens. Sometimes you just don't feel sure about it, so you don't take it, and that's fine. I just extended this zone out to see if we can come out for a break and a retest on this support zone. It did actually, but that was a bad entry. So now we'll look for a break and a retest as a resistance zone, just here, because it did tap it and then made a rejection, and it did tap it and then made a rejection. So we'll just label that there. And that one's gone and smashed the profit target. I didn't add into that one, but that's gone and smashed the profit target. And just here, I'm gonna add a long position. So from this support zone, because price has reacted to it. So that's the key thing. If you draw out these zones and price doesn't react to them, that's fine. You just don't take the trade. You just delete the zone. It wasn't a zone. But when you draw in a zone and price actually reacts to it, that's when I like to take the trade. So I've taken this one, another 1 to 1.25, risking 40%, trying to make 50. So this one's gone underneath. It's actually come back. So I think, yeah, we're just going to close it there at a break even because it broke under, and yeah, that would have actually taken us out and hit our stop loss. So it's a good thing we took it out at break even. So now I'm trying to see if this counts as a break and a retest, but I'm not sure about how good this zone is now. So I've just added this one down here as well. As you can see, price bounced. So yeah, I've just taken this zone out. I'll just go back to that. I've just taken this zone out here because over here it's gotten a bit choppy, so we'll just get rid of that zone. If the zones become choppy, price starts moving through it, then we don't want them as zones. So we've got the swing high, we'll label that as a resistance zone. So if price comes up to there, we will take a trade from it. But here, price is kind of going sideways. There's no trades. So if there's no trades, we just leave it. Just leave it alone. So here, I'm marking out a resistance zone. So price has bounced here, bounced here, bounced here, bounced here, bounced here. Even though it's gone sideways, this looks like a good short because every time price has got around this level, it's made a move downwards. So I'm just going to mark out a 1 to 1.25, stops above the zone where I can get out early and I take profit somewhere not further. So I'm taking this one slowly to see if I can add in anywhere. So price has broken, so we're just going to close it here around, let's say 20%. We lost 20%. And what I'm doing here is because price is broken out of this zone, I'm just going to add a long position just right there. See what happens. Because if it's broken out, I feel like it could and unfortunately loses again. So there we go. So let's see if I can find some good trades. And this is why I hate trading the stuff that just goes sideways, because look at this. It wouldn't even have taken us into, I would have, but still, I don't like it. That's why I like to wait for these big moves. So let's see if we can find one here. Unfortunately, I clicked forward just a little bit too much, but that's fine. At least we got some momentum from the news. So here looks like a good break and retest. Can we take a short here? Yeah. So we're just looking for that 1 hour candle close. Deep into the zone. Perfect. So I'll put a 90 pip stop loss, risk reward 1.25. Let's see. Oh, so it's making these higher. So it's making these higher lows, lower highs, higher lows, lower highs. So we'll just take it out there at break even, completely break even. And price would have gone and hit our stop loss, so we saved ourselves there. So yeah, sometimes price just channels up like this. So now, yeah, I would say this is no longer a relevant zone just because price has smashed through it once, smashed through it twice and 3 times. So it's no longer relevant. What about this? We'll see if it respects it. Kind of does. So let's take a trade off it. Stops above the zone. Price. Take profit at 1.25. And can we hit the target? Ooh, comes back twice and it hits the target. So we're still down £300 from the initial 1,000. So at this zone, I want to take another one, but there's just no good entries. For example, if we entered there, we would have to have our stop loss above the zone, same as before, and our take profit would be all the way down here. And as you can see, price is channeling up, making these higher lows, lower highs, higher lows, lower highs. So we don't really want to take a short here. We want to wait for this break and then take a long. And I'm just showing you the higher highs, lower highs. So we're kind of waiting. Yeah, we're kind of waiting for this. Let's see if we can get it. And there we go. Price is broken above. And I'll take that there. Stop just where the previous lows are. And there we go. Straight away, straight into profit the minute it breaks that. And that's another 1.25. So if we're risking 40%, we're going to make 50%. So times 1.5. So we're back to £100 in profit on the account. And just here, I'm going to take a short as well. Let's have a look. Short, stops above the zone, take profit below 1 to 1.25, and immediately straight back into profit. So that's another win. 1.5, so we're on 1.6. And price has got there again. Can I see some rejection? Maybe we can take it again. Oh, instead it's pushed up. So we're going to see one more candle. Yeah, so that's perfect. We'll take a long there. Price is broken out of the support. And let's see what happens. And that's another take profit. So we're on 1.6 times 1.5. We're on 2.5 now. So when you compound, it gets really quick. So I'm either looking for price to get down here as a break and a retest, or I'm getting price up here and we can take a short. But I kind of want it deep into this zone. So you see price is still channeling. It's not made that big rejection candle. I'm looking for that. And I said that's good enough, clearly, because price is just going sideways here, and I think it will go sideways a little bit longer and then it will drop. Yeah. Oh, and it actually breaks out. So we'll see. It comes back down. I think I'm going to take a stop out here. But there we go. It comes back in, and we'll just take that out there as a, let's check. So it's 87 pips stop loss. And we lost around 31. So let's say 15% stop out, give or take. So we still doubled our money, but let's see if we can find another trade. And I want to take this as a break and a retest. So it's broken above, come back down, and let's get it as a retest. Risk to reward 1.25. Stop loss has to be below the zone. Take profit just above, and let's see. Oh, it wants to take profit, and there we go. So on that trade we would have risked around £800, and now we're on 3k.